Action. Action. Oh man. I don't know. I'm just out here, Florida, at my school. It's late at night. I'm doing laundry. I'm just kind of exploring, videoing myself, creating stuff, and it's honestly really peaceful. Like, because I've imagined doing this for so long, and there's so much sometimes friction that gets in the way of just actually creating stuff and actually doing the things that you're trying to do. And yeah, there's beauty in when you actually just sit down and do it and stop being scared and stop trying to make it perfect. I mean, this is going to be like basically an unedited video, no cuts, no anything. And that's fine. It's just, for me right now, creating is more important than it being perfect. Actually pressing record, actually getting the audio, getting the video, putting it together into a video is more important than it being cinematic right now. Because I want to post consecutively. I want to learn how to grow my channel. I'm trying to figure out how can I, grow. But I think the first steps is just by producing a bunch. And a lot of people want to be YouTubers. A lot of people want to be social media influencers. I don't necessarily want to be an influencer or like a content creator. I just want to, what was that light? I just want to, I honestly want to be like more labeled as a creative director. That's what my degree is for. And I want to be a creative director for either a company or a person or a group of people, like maybe an athlete, something like that. And what that looks like is, yes, like you're doing social media and videos and stuff like that, but you're not just boxed into like photography or wedding videography or whatever it is. It's like you're actually kind of like the creative mind behind a system. And obviously before I can market myself to people like a business or market myself to a client, I have to actually show that I can grow my channel and produce good content and I know how to do this, right? And I obviously don't yet. So I need your guys' help with that, like to actually grow my social media following and all that comes along with that. And I think a lot of that, like the people that I subscribe to on YouTube are people who, first of all, like their content is just super good. Like they're telling a story, like it's interesting to me, right? So some of that, like my stuff might just not be interesting to you and you're not going to want to subscribe, and that's fine. But then for the people that it is interesting to, it still has to actually be good content. And there's someone walking by right now, but I'm just going to keep talking because, I mean, there's no reason to have fear. There's no reason to have fear of people pleasing, you know what I mean? But yeah, like just having good content that actually, now I'm just not even saying anything. I'm just talking to myself. How's it going? Yeah. But yeah, the natural tendency is just to like stop what you're doing whenever people walk by because it's weird videoing yourself in public. But it's part of the process, honestly. It's part of the process, and hopefully I get better at that. Because yeah, like there's so much freedom in this and creativity in this that it's worth doing, even if it's like a little bit awkward, because you can make obviously a lot of money in this field, but you can also just have a lot of freedom. Like it's 10:30 at night and I feel like I'm doing something productive, even though I'm sitting in a chair basically talking to myself, and waiting for my laundry to be done in 7 minutes. So it's a very unique like job, if you will, and it's like a job that I want to have, because like there's just not many other like jobs in the world that you can just, this could be, or something like this could be like your occupation, you know what I mean? And that'd be such a joy for me. Like obviously it's still gonna take hard work to get there, but if I can make this channel and the surrounding channels like my occupation, that would just be a dream for me. And I'm not gonna let it stay as a dream though. Like I'm gonna actually take the steps to get it there, And I think what that looks like for me right now, I'm still in college. I'm getting my master's degree right now. And so I feel like what that looks like for me is maybe finishing my degree, and getting that. But like it really more so looks like constantly creating every single day, and posting every single day if I can. First of all, not letting fear run my decisions, and obviously, yeah, basically, because I feel like idea generation comes very naturally to me. Like I can barely sleep some nights because I'm just thinking of so many different ideas and endeavors that I want to pursue. But what doesn't come naturally to me is maybe, I guess, actually action, like making those ideas. I mean, obviously, I'm taking steps to make those ideas happen. But sometimes, like I feel like, oh, that YouTube video has to be like a 2 week process or like a 1 week process. Whenever, in reality, if I devote my time to it and stuff, I could make it a 1 day process. You know what I mean? Something I've been thinking of is like work 9 to 5 now, so that you don't have to work 9 to 5 later, right? Like, and I have this space where like I don't have debt, I don't have, like I have a lot of responsibilities, but they're not in the sense like I have to put food on the table for my family. And so I have the chance to work 9 to 5 now on my creative skills and other things that I'm pursuing, to where I might not have to work 9 to 5 later at a job that I don't enjoy. You know, honestly, when I look at my camera right now, it looks like it might be crooked, but hopefully it's not, because I like what I'm saying and I feel like I'm actually getting stuff. Like it feels pretty smooth so far, so hopefully the whole thing's not like lopsided. Um, but I don't know. Anyways, yeah, this laundry is about to be done, so I'm probably about to log out. Just kind of end this video here, but um, but yeah, just be on the lookout for more videos on this channel and everything like that, and just let me know maybe kind of like maybe inspiration, like ideas that you guys have for make a niche, because obviously like you kind of have to find a niche and stuff to grow, and so maybe stuff you guys want to see, some stuff about me, I guess. Like I'm a college athlete. I'm at an NAI school here in Florida. I play basketball. I have 1 more year of that, and then I'm in arts and design, or my master's in the art of design management. So like I said, trying to be a creative director, so video stuff, illustration stuff, like graphics, stuff like that. But more so just like how does business combine with creativity. Um, like I said, I want to work with athletes, and so like any of that stuff is interesting to me. And then what else about me? I'm a follower of Jesus. I'm at a Christian school, but more than that, like I'm a Christian, right? Like it's not about just being at a place that represents that. It's about actually representing that yourself. And so that's something that my parents instilled in me in a young age, and I've gotten to actually experience. So yeah, that's the main thing. And I want to make sure that I'm always seeking first the kingdom, rather than just my own desires. Because whenever you're dreaming, everything like that, it's like, yeah, you could have all these dreams and aspirations, but like, what if Jesus comes back in 1 year or 2 years, and like what were you actually pursuing? So like, hopefully, I wanted my heart to be focused. I've heard like the heart is like a GPS, like it goes where you set it on going, and it goes until it gets there. And like if there's something in the way, it usually reroutes, and it's still trying to get to its destination. So like the problem with that is if you set your heart on bad things, on wayward things, or just things that aren't going to actually satisfy you long term, like your heart is just going to go at that with no matter what, and it's going to reroute, and it's going to keep trying to do it. But if you set your heart on eternal things, like Jesus talks about, he's like saying, don't set your heart on things that will rust, where moths can destroy, right? That's not exactly what it is, but it's close to that. And he's saying that because he knows that our hearts are designed for eternity. It says that eternity is written on every man's heart. And so he knows our hearts are designed for eternity. And if we set our hearts on that, then our hearts are going to go there, and it's going to keep going until we get there. And that's going to be really beautiful for us in this life. So that's all I got for y'all right now. About to go get this laundry. Appreciate y'all. Let's do it. Let's keep creating, man.